Hey, what's up guys? My name is Luke Aberley and welcome back to Luke's View. Today we have a super exciting kind of little comparison for you guys today on a thing that I actually said in my, if you guys remember from I unboxed the Apple M1 2020 MacBook Pro, 16 gigabytes RAM, 1 terabyte SSD, and I just told you guys that I want to do a comparison with my new M1 MacBook versus my old 2017 Core i7 16 gigabytes RAM. So that's what today's video is going to be about. I promised you guys that, and I'm actually super excited to do this because it's just kind of really cool to see how far it's actually come. I've been using the M1 MacBook for a few days now and it's blown me away. So in this video, we will be doing a comparison with different speed tests. We're gonna be making it as fair as possible. Exact same footage on both computers. We're not using any external hard drives, so I've loaded the footage onto the internal hard drives of both machines, okay? They're both plugged in to give them maximum power and maximum performance. There's no shortages there. And I've been using the M1 all day. This thing last time I turned it on was a few days ago, but I have let it warm up and run for about 30 minutes now, a little bit more, so it can kind of, get it running and make sure that I have a fair comparison. I want to make sure I'm as fair as possible. I think I'll put titles on top of both of them so you remember what one's there because they have the exact same backgrounds and stuff. This is the M1 right here. This is the 2017 i7. I'm just gonna call it 2017. This is 2020. And then here's a timer on my iPad here so you can kind of see what the progress is. Things that we will be using is we're going to be using Final Cut Pro exporting. We will be using Premiere Pro. Okay, let's get into the comparison. Okay, first we will start off with Final Cut Pro. Okay, there's Final Cut Pro on both of them, and I'm just gonna load in the first clip, which is an interview me and my dad did together. Okay, super nice interview, crazy good. I loved it. This is the edited version, so I'm just gonna import the edited. Okay, then just press export, exact same codecs, exact same everything, and I'm gonna export it to the internal hard drive as well. Okay, second camera is rolling now. We are in position. Let's do this. Okay, ready? Okay, start in 3, 2, 1, and start. We are off. Okay, we have stopped now. Let's do a comparison on how they did. Okay, so I apologize for the noise. The 2017 MacBook Pro is blasting its fans. Well, this thing, 2020 M1, is very cool. You hear that thing is getting loud, even though it's done exporting. Okay, so the M1 MacBook Pro finished at 47 seconds, 47.78 seconds, which is really good. This file was a 15 gigabyte file. So that is really, really good for that. That's impressive. Okay, now to go over to the MacBook. These are all exact same, okay? The MacBook 2017 finished at 2 minutes and 42 seconds, 0.79. So it is triple. It's actually it's a little bit under a full 2 minutes higher than the M1 MacBook, which is crazy. So those are our tests. I will put in another clip now. Still in Final Cut, we still have 2 more clips to do. We'll see how they both perform, and we will see if the M1 continues to keep this fast over long periods of exporting time. Okay, the second clip is now loaded in. This is the clip that is of a squirrel. I believe it is 29, it is about 30 minutes. Okay guys, we're about to start the second one in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so they are both done now. The M1 MacBook Pro, the smaller one over here, okay, did it in 53.53 seconds, which is really, really good for a, was it 12 gigabyte file? I forget how big it was. For that much stuff, it exported really well. Now, the 2017 MacBook Pro did it in a minute 38.15. So, the M1 obviously blew the 2017 MacBook Pro out of the water. Okay, so this is a really cool comparison. The next test that we're doing is in Final Cut Pro, and then we'll do the exact same 3 videos in Premiere Pro to show you guys the difference. Okay, I got the files loaded up. Okay, we're going to press start in 3, 2, 1. Start. Okay, we have finished the timer. Let's go over here and see what we got. So on the M1 computer, which is this little guy over here to remind you guys, it finished at 2 minutes and 51 seconds, 0.55. And if we go over to the 2017 MacBook Pro, it finished at 7 minutes and 30 seconds, which is crazy, you know. The M1 was more than half of that quicker, which is crazy to see how far they've both come. So it's really, really exciting to see what has improved. Okay, now we are going to open up Premiere Pro, which is the software I have been using for the last 1.5 years now, and I'm pretty good at it. I use it all the time. We're going to see what's the difference. We're gonna do the exact same 3 clips, export everything. Let's see if we notice any changes at all. Okay guys, I just got this. The MacBook M1 already opened up Premiere Pro, and the MacBook 2017 hasn't even opened up the loading screen yet. Now it has. The MacBook Pro M1 has had it fully loaded for literally like 10 seconds while this thing was trying to load up, which is it's crazy. Okay guys, I have gotten Premiere Pro loaded up. All the first clip that we're doing is the interview like we did before. So we are ready to export. Timer is ready. We're going to start exporting in 3, 2, 1, export. Okay, so the M1 MacBook Pro, which is this little guy right here, did it in 4 minutes and 30 seconds, 0.46. This big guy right here, the Intel MacBook, did it in 7 minutes and 18 seconds, 0.94. So, as we can see, this MacBook obviously won, and it almost defeated it a little bit. It's not completely, but it was almost half the time as this guy raced. Okay, getting ready for the Squirrel 1 in Premiere Pro on both of them. Getting prepared in 3, 2, 1, go. And that is done. Okay, the fans are still going crazy on this. I apologize for the noise. Okay, as we can see here, the M1 MacBook Pro, which is this guy here, finished in 3 minutes, 19 seconds, 0.10. And the Intel one finished in 7 minutes, 0.12, which is crazy. And obviously, the M1 is under half. It's under half the time that it took for this guy to export. So M1 wins again. So far, the M1 has won all the rounds. Okay, guys, this is the final round of this. I have been here for almost an hour now, testing out these machines. So this is the final one of this kind of time lapse. Okay, let's do it in 3, 2, 1, go. Is it. Okay, I apologize for the fan noise in the background. That's the Intel MacBook trying to cool down still. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's comparison versus the M1 versus Intel MacBook. As we can see, we go to the screenshots. The MacBook just shut off now. The M1 did the last comparison in 10 minutes, 1 second, 0.83. And the Intel did it in 21 minutes, 19 seconds, 0.73. So as we can see, the M1 clearly won in this comparison, normally at least slicing the numbers. But the Intel did it in half or more. So yeah, that's it for now, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Probably do more comparisons like this. So that's it for now, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.